What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another daily documentary. My name is Kareem. Wanted to talk a little bit about personal branding today. I just finished an article called How to Do Personal Branding in 2019 or something like that. And the idea there is there's a lot of people who, and this is advice that we take first and foremost, a lot of times you would think about how do you build your brand? How do you go about building the company brand? What are all the different tactics, strategies that we can do? And many times we're following things that apply to really big companies. For small businesses, specifically if you're a tech startup, many times your personal brand is one of the best things that could actually help accelerate the brand forward. Now, I do have some notes with me here. I'm going to go through them pretty much covering what the article also covered, but I'll also add a link to the article if you want to check it out. First of all, your personal brand already exists, okay? And think of it as kind of like Yelp.com. So Yelp, back in the day, I know they're still going on these days, they used to tell you, hey, all these listings are already there. If you want to claim your listing, you can talk to us and we can talk about it. But the actual claim is already, the actual listing is already there. And so this is the idea behind personal brands as well. You already have some form of a personal brand. Now, whether that personal brand is adjacent and congruent with what you're looking to achieve or not, that's another story. So one of the things that you can ask yourself is, hey, like, what industry expertise am I known for? Is it a general kind of industry expertise? Is it a specific kind of industry expertise? The other thing is, what did I write here? I can't even read my own handwriting. Yeah, personal traits, okay? So what personal traits am I known for? Am I known to be a funny person? Am I known to be a serious person? Am I known to be a helpful person? So on and so forth. Specifically, if it's traits that are related to your particular industry as well, that you just notice that people are coming to you time and time again for. And one of the best ways that you can validate that is to bring some people that you trust and sit them down in front of you and ask them, hey, like, tell me, what are the things that I'm doing quite well? What are the things that in your eyes, objectively speaking, people know me for, right? And then take a look at that and see, is it actually congruent with the message that you are trying to get across as far as your own personal brand goes? Because if you're building a business right now, or if you're in the middle of building a new project, a new initiative, many times the brand of that project or initiative borrows from your own personal brand, right? Let's keep going. The topics that you post as well. So the topics that you post and the type of content that you post across Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, Medium, Quora, what have you, these are all, again, part of your personal brand. Whether it's in written form or in other forms, these are all things that speak to the kind of person that you are, the kind of, we like to say you are your content, the kind of person that you are, the kind of ideas that you support and that you want to identify yourself with. So your personal brand already exists. Let's move on to the next one. The next one is put yourself in a position to be discovered, right? I have no doubt you have so much expertise and so much knowledge, okay? And don't give me none of that imposter syndrome. Every one of us can be better, can know a little bit more before they can become a so-called expert, if that's even attainable. But I digress. The point here is that with the knowledge that you have, you will already be able to add value to so many others around you. And so this is hopefully a bit of encouragement that you actually start to put out content, whether it's in written form or in audio form or in video form. One thing that we do, for example, is, we do a bunch of videos, of course, but for us, to be honest, many times, for me personally, writing comes most naturally. It's just the way that I can organize my thoughts and get everything in order. So what I do is I actually write an article first, and after the fact, I record an audio clip pretty much summarizing the things that were discussed in the article, and here I am now doing a video summarizing the thoughts that were discussed in that article as well. So you almost want to find your superpower or your area of strength. Start there and see what other types of content you can spin off from that, right? So put yourself in a position to be discovered. And then the third thing is, of course, once you're in a position to be discovered, just because people see the content doesn't mean that they're going to react, that they're going to engage, right? A lot of people resort to SEO. Now, it's a bit corny, but we came up with this term, care EO, which is this idea of like, you gotta engage in the community first. You gotta help out other people first. A very quick way to be able to do that, and we go in a lot more detail inside the article, is actually looking at 5 things that you can do in 5 minutes. Quickly help people at scale in 5 minutes or less. One of our favorite ways to do that, is looking at, and this is borrowing from Adam Grant. We have an article with him coming up soon, so check that out. But borrowing from Adam Grant, best-selling author's book, borrowing a leaf from his book, Give and Take, he talks about this concept of 5-minute favors. Can I introduce somebody to somebody else in my network in 5 minutes or less? Perhaps can I find an article that would add value to them, that I can just quickly go out of my way to find it and share that on with them? What else? Introducing them to content, anything that you believe can add value to them that doesn't even take you that much time, is a great way for you to show that you have the other person's best interest in mind. Especially, by the way, when you do it in private, right? Or when you do it when you're not expecting anything in return. You shouldn't be expecting anything in return. Because what you get out of that is, this is reflecting a good image about yourself, about your well intentions, and the fact that you're looking out for people in your community as well. So guys, check out the article, check out the podcast if you want to hear more about the full article. You can actually read it, or you can listen to it on Spotify, iTunes, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one then.